How many of you tried, sir? Almost everyone tried. Then why don't you guys bring that link? Everyone is having in laptops only. So what if in interview they ask you like what websites you did? It's in my laptop. No, na? You should put it your sites into somewhere live, right? That's why I taught you Netlify, right? You remember it? We'll do one more time. We discussed how to put our site into the Netlify one, and I want you to try it more again and again and again. Okay? Now, let's do today's FlexBox. Let's write about display, what we have understand. Display. Display is used display is used display is used to change the nature of elements. Using this property, we can control how to present our elements. Display inline converts the element to inline element. Inline element means they allow next elements, next or previous elements beside them. But inline will not allow height or width. Display block converts element to block element. They won't allow previous or next elements beside them. But inline, but they allow height and width. Display inline block converts the element to inline and block such that it allows height and width and also side by side. Next, display none. Display none. It will not allow the element, not allow, it will not display the element. Display the element and remove its space. Remove its space also. Alternative to remove element. Alternative to remove element is visibility hidden. Alternative to remove element is visibility hidden. I think this only we discussed, right? Let's start flux.txt. Let's go with flux. Index.html, style.css. Go here, exclamation, enter. Here, let's do FluxBox. For that, I will take some kind of div. Let's take container. Inside the container, let's create box. Dot box dollar asterisk h. Sorry, dollar h. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's go here. Let's run this code. This is my HTML. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is there. Now you go here, go to the CSS. Asterisk for all elements. Always I told you this to do it. Margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border box. Is this important in this program? No. I am just doing it in every program so that you guys will remember those things. That's it. Okay. Without this also, this one will work exactly similar because we are not doing much. Now, each box will have height some 50 pixel, width some 50 pixel, and background color red, having some margin 10 pixel. Why they are not coming? You can give box 1. Box is like one class, box 1 is one class. You give it whatever you give it for box also, it will apply. Why it is not coming is because I did not connected CSS. Link CSS, it will work. Doubt, sir? Go here, color, white. Perfect. Now, see this, sir. Does anyone have any questions till now? Understand it slowly. Does anyone have any questions till now? Online, is it clear, ma? Online, any doubts? Is it clear? Yes, it's clear. Now, let's start, sir, now. Good. Now, what is the use of FlexBox? Okay. Now, FlexBox is used to arrange the elements. FlexBox is used to arrange the elements in one direction, either row direction or column direction, any one direction. Let's go here. Let's see something like Amazon. Now this is 100% side. Now see this Amazon clearly. Now here, all the elements in this line. Let me take any another color. Now, now if you see all the elements in this line, you can see this. How many elements are there here? Now if you see it here, you have something like, just a minute. Okay, let's see. Now see this one, keep shopping for today's deals, sell or gift cards or MX player. They all are in one line only. Can you see that, ma? Now, if you right click, if you just go for it, now see, even though they are small, still they are in one line only. Now, to arrange which line they are in, sir? Which direction they are in? Row or column? Which direction they are in, sir? Row or column? Row. Row means x-axis, horizontal. Column means y-axis, vertical. Now see this here, this elements also. They all are in x-axis now, right? Now take this one. They all are in x-axis now, one line only. One line only. You can arrange the elements in one direction, row or column. Let me show you column also. For example, you go here, click here all. See how these elements, bestsellers, news, they are also in one direction only na. Now in this direction, they are in column direction or row direction. To arrange the elements in a column or row, to arrange the elements in column or row, any one direction, we will use FlexBox. We will use FlexBox. Any doubt, sir? No. Now you go here. You go here. Take this one. Close. Open it. Now vertical navbar. Vertical navbar is FlexBox. Column direction. Horizontal, scroller is also FlexBox, but row direction. Now, by default, you are getting it here, all elements in vertical. But is this a FlexBox, sir? No. Did we have any FlexBox till now? No. Why, sir? Because now tell me, can anyone tell me, why do these elements come one after the another? Block elements. Why do these elements coming one after the another? Block elements. But instead of getting it one after the another block elements, okay, now I want them to come in a congested way, in a flexible way. Let me come here now. 8 elements are inside one parent. What is the parent name, sir? Go here. I will say dot container height 400 pixel, width 400 pixel or 300 pixel. छोड़ दो. Now someone is saying it like, can we use navbar as FlexBox instead of? I didn't get it. Now focus here, ma. See this. What is the parent height, ma? 300. I will give parent key border 1 pixel solid red. What is parent height? 300. Parent width? All these elements are children only, na? They should be inside the parent only, na? Why did they come out? Height. How much each one height? 50. You are giving margin also between them 10. So it's more than for 300 na. 8 elements, 850s are only 400. So that's why they came out, right or not, sir? But I don't want. I want them to arrange. If you go to the parent, always FlexBox is a parent property, container property. Go to the parent and say here, display flux. When I say display flux, I am saying to the parent, arrange your children in one direction. So parent will arrange the children in one direction. Now, did you see parent arrange all the children in one direction? Which direction it is arranged, sir? Which direction? Row or column, sir, it is? Which direction it is? Row. Now, if I say flux direction, I can use one property, flux direction. If I say column, what will happen? Columns. Or if I say column and then column. If I say row, row. Any doubts, ma? No. Now, interesting point is it will always adjust the elements. FlexBox always adjusts the elements. FlexBox always adjusts the elements into its height and width. It will not allow you to go outside. Any doubts? Now, what is the height of each child now? Each child height, how much it should be? Okay. Each child width is, do you think each child is now having 50? No, because they will adjust. Imagine in a classroom, there is one bench, last bench. In every class, we will have last bench. The last bench, we have 4 people. The bench is for only 4 people. Imagine 4 people. And suddenly, 2 people came. And what will happen, sir? Will these people go and sit in a front bench, sir? No, they will come here only. These people will adjust. What if another 2 people comes? They will adjust. That's how last benches works, right? See, front benches are always free here. I've never seen someone comes directly sitting in front. It's very rare. The first who comes to the class, who even though all are empty, they will go to last one. I don't know why. It's like maybe kind of balcony view. Now, the same way here also. Let me go here. Let's just make it here margin. I will just give one border so that you will understand. 1 pixel solid white. Now total 8 elements are adjusting. Now let me show you another interesting. What if I have another 4 elements? If I add another 4 elements, what do you think it will happen? What will happen, sir? That is what they will do. And that last bench is the FlexBox. Is it clear, ma? People adjust flexibly in one direction, either row or column, either row or column. Whom you will say display fluxer, parent or child? Parent. Whom you will say display flux? Parent. So that the all children will be arranged as flux box. Now go here. Now if the parent is not having specific height or width, then it will be 100%. But they are having it, they will adjust in that line only. This is flux box. First display flux. By default, which direction they are coming, sir? What is the default direction, sir? Row. Online till now, everyone clear, sir? Online till now, everyone clear? So we are going it slowly. Let's understand, because once you understand flux box now, 80% you can do anything. Flux box. What is the use? Flux is used to arrange child items in single direction. In single direction. That direction is either row or column. Either row or column. Row means horizontal. Horizontal. Column means vertical. Row means horizontal. Column means vertical. Parent properties. Parent will say some properties, which will be, if I say flux, display flux, display flux, arranges all children, all child items by default in row. By default in row. Online, is it clear, sir, till now? Online, does anyone have any questions? Is it clear, ma? Yes. Next one, sir. Flux direction. Flux direction. You can give flux direction 4 ways. I will show you the ways and you just see it. I will give you 4 ways flux direction. Total 8 elements are there. They are arranged. By default, what direction they are arranged, ma? Can I change it? Write it here to the parent only, flux direction, colon. In the parent only, I wrote it one more property, flux direction, colon. So now which direction they arranged? You can also say something called a row reverse. Then they will arrange in row only. Now can you see the difference, sir? Reverse. They will start from last. You can see that they will start from last. One came right side. They can also do something called colon reverse. They can also do something called colon reverse. There are 4 directions. There are 4 directions a parent can arrange its children in FlexBox. They are row, colon, row reverse, colon reverse. Any doubts, sir? Any doubts, ma'am? Used to arrange child items, child items, child items with specific direction. Like row, colon, row reverse, colon reverse. Colon reverse. Let's go here, row. Now, understand this logic. Now, imagine I have only 3 people. Now they are in the row. Understand this logic. Here 3 people are there. They are arranged in row. And here 2 axes are there. This one, which direction they are in now? This row is called main axis. What is it called? Main axis. People will call this as main axis. Now, colon is called cross axis. What is it called? Main axis is always same as main axis is always same as which direction the elements are arranged. Which direction the elements are arranged? Row. So main axis is row. Cross axis is opposite of main axis. Now can anyone tell me what is cross axis now? What is cross axis now? Why these terms are there? Sometimes people will say some terms. Okay. Just for that. If you don't know the terms also, it's fine. But this is a basic terminology in FluxBox. Very important terminology. Why I'm telling it is, imagine now I changed the direction. Now, colon. Can anyone tell me what is the main axis now? What is the main axis now? Colon. What is the cross axis now? What is the cross axis now? No. Main axis is always whatever directions elements are, colon or row. Cross axis is always opposite. Okay. There is one property to tell you that I told this. The property is justify content. Justify content. Justify content moves the elements based on main axis. Based on here, what is the main axis? So it will be row only. If I say left, left side of the row. If I say right, right side of the row. If I say center, where it will be, sir? Center of the row. Are you getting my point, sir? Sir, why they are arranging in only row, sir? Main axis is row. If I say one more time, if I change it here, column. Now, if justify content, which direction it will move, sir? Which direction it will move, sir? Justify content. Justify content. Start of the page. Okay. Justify content. End. Ending. Justify content. Center. Center. Doubt, sir? Yeah. You wanted to give space between them. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, let's change it to row center. Now, in justify content, there are three properties. In justify content, there are three properties which will give space between the elements. First one, space around. Space around. Space around will give you space between space around the element. Can you see left side some space is there? Can you see right side some space is there? But if you see in middle more space is there than the right ends. Can anyone tell me why middle more space is there? Think why they got it middle more space and left and right chota space? Each occupy both sides equally. That is online. Someone said it. It was nice answer. Why? Because sir, here point is very simple. This element, right side, it is having some gap, na? Same gap. This element will have right side also, and this element also will have left side some gap, na? So automatically, the middle more gap will come. Are you getting my point, ma? So it's like this element right side and this element left side, you are getting it more gap. And this is called space around. What is it called? But due to the space around, you are getting it not equal spaces. If you want it equal space, you can use something called space evenly. Space, see, I'm getting even space now. Left side, right side, middle, all same. Space evenly. Or you can use something called space between. Space between will give only between the elements space. Space between will give only between the elements space. Any doubts? Any doubts in this? No. One more time, sir. Justify content moves the elements along the main axis. Along the main axis. In the main axis, you can use space space around. Space around will have gap. Between the gap will be more. Space evenly will give gap equally left and right, and space between will give left and right only. They will not give only between the elements, they will give gap. Is it clear now? Online, is it clear, ma? Now, online, is it clear? Online, let me know if any doubts are there. Now, space evenly. Now, sir, there is one more property called align items. Align items. Align items moves the elements through cross axis. Justify content moves the elements in main axis. Align items moves the element through cross axis. Through? Can anyone tell me what is the cross axis here? What is the cross axis here? Column. Because main axis is row. Now if I say column and if I say center, they will be centered. If I say start, start. If I say end, end. Any doubt, sir? To get an element exactly in center, you can say justify content center, align items center, so that that will be exactly in middle center. To get an element exactly in center, you can use display flux, justify content center, and align item center. That will make the element exactly center of the box. Any doubts, sir? Online, anyone have any doubts? Online, anyone have any doubts, ma? No. Justify content, align items, which will give you at the center of the box. Now let's bring our all elements. Let's bring back our all elements so that it will be center of the element, x-axis and y-axis. Okay, now let's go here, these elements. What if, sir, I wanted to give gap between the elements? You give gap 10 pixel, only between the element gap will come. Don't use margin. Why you? Because if you use margin, every element left side, right side, both sides it will come. Same like the space around it will happen. In middle something more it will happen. Also first one left side and last one right side also it will happen. But if you use gap, only between the elements gap will come. Online someone said align item also have same values, sir. Justify content. No, align items will not have space between and all. Align items will have only mainly three things: start, end, or left, right, center. Only those things. Gap. Now, now let's come back to our story where imagine 8 people are adjusting in a bench where 4 people should sit, and suddenly the principal came to the room. And what will happen, sir? What will happen, ma? So the people will come to the previous bench now, or they will adjust in another bench now. They will change right now. So how do they change, sir? You can say flux wrap. Flux wrap. Wrap means wrapping them. Wrapping them means arranging them how much they need perfectly. Now, here, if you use wrap, sir, now by default, no wrap will be there. Are they wrapping? No. But if you say wrap them, automatically, based on their height and width, it will wrap it up. What is the total width? 400. How much each one need? 50 pixel. So, and they are also having something border, each border 1 pixel. So total here only, how much happened? 50, 50, 50, 50, 750, 750s are 350 plus 7, 1 pixels. And here also 8, 8, 1 pixel. So 8. So 358 is over. But you need for this box another 50, na? Right or not? That's why this guy is not sitting here. This guy will be like, I will go to the new room. Any doubt, sir? No. Or if I increase their height width, na, you can even see it like now how many elements exactly fits, that many elements will be there. If you wanted to give gap, you can give gap. If you wanted to adjust them in a justify content, you can adjust them. Wrap. You can even use wrap reverse. Wrap reverse. Wrap reverse will arrange the elements in different lines in a reverse direction. You can use that. Now, one more time, ma. Arranging the elements, if you arrange the elements, they will be adjusted in one particular line. If you wanted them to not adjust, I don't want them to adjust. I want them to commit flexibly. So then I will use something called flux wrap. By default, no wrap is there. But if you say wrap, the moment you say wrap, how many it exactly fits, that many will be there. Remaining things will go to a new line. Remaining things will go to a new line. Can I adjust them in any direction? Yes, align items. I think you already seen it. If I use align item center, they both will move to center. If align items left or start, they will go to start. Align items end, they will go to end. You can even give wrap with wrap reverse so that the elements will be in reverse. Any doubts, sir? Any doubts, ma? No. Online, is it clear, sir? Online, is it clear? Now, understand this logic. Gap is per gap between the items. Now, between the items, if you want gap, between the items, if you want gap, you can use wrap reverse. But between the bench, some gap is there. Can you see this? I want to adjust this gap. If you want to adjust this gap between the benches kind of thing, then you will use align content. Align content. Align content. Align content will adjust the elements between them. Align content, if I use center, then it will be centered. Align content, space between, then one element will be top, one element will be down. Align content, space around, same thing, same like justify content, align content will be there. But the difference is justify content move the elements along main axis. Align content is used to adjust the gap between the lines, not the elements. Any doubts, sir? Is there any doubts, ma? No. These were the major parent properties. These were the major parent properties. What about child, sir? What about child? Like, can child have any own properties? Yes. For example, box number 4. See box number 4. See only box number 4. Someone is saying, what are the values of align content? Align content also will have same values like the justify content. Okay. Now, here, box number 4, align self. aline-self. Always understand. Justify. Always understand. Justify will arrange in main axis. Align, arrange in cross axis. Align, arrange in. Now, can anyone tell me what is the main axis here? What is the main axis here? Cross axis is colon. Now, if I say align self, that means I'm saying it align self, yourself only adjust. To which guy I'm saying it? Only fourth guy. To fourth guy I'm saying it. Align self end. Only fourth guy will come to end. You can adjust one element to however you want. You can even say justify self start. Now, wherever the element is there, it might work with start. Self start. Now, here, if you use justify self, here so many elements are there, na? They are exactly packed up. That's why we are not working it. But imagine 1, 2 elements are only there. It would like to go first. Justify self will arrange the elements in main axis. Align self will arrange the elements in cross axis only for individual elements. Okay, that is easy. But there are some major functions. There are some major. Let me explain it. Imagine here one bench is there. In this bench, 4 people will be there. Exactly how many people should sit? 4 people. 4 people sit. Exactly right. Imagine one guy went out. Now they will get gap na. Now what will happen? They will get relaxed na. They will get it more space, right? Right or not? Now, whenever they are getting more space, what is happening? The second guy is taking the more space. Always there will be one guy who will take more space than the other people. Right or not? And that guy is called flux grow. What is it called? Flux grow. I will say to box number 4, you will become flux grow of 2. Now, easy become flux grow now. When the gap is there, we will do that. Imagine 4 elements are absent. Today, 4 people are absent. Then these people will get so much gap. When the gap is there, can you see the fourth guy is taking double space than the normal other people? Can you see the fourth guy is taking more space than the other people, ma? Why, sir? I am saying it flux grow. Grow to you like how much you want. Any doubts? This grow factor, sir, what is this grow factor? Grow factor 2 means not double. 2 means something like a number to set it up. If I say box number 3, flux grow 3, now 3, now who is getting more space now? Are you getting, sir? Flux grow is like an order. Okay. So whoever is having a higher order, they will get in the similar order, they will get the space. Whatever the space is there, it will be divided into 5 parts. 2 parts will be given for flux grow box 4. 2 3 parts will be given to something box 3. One more time I'm telling it. When you use individual element flux grow, that element will grow. That element will grow. When it will grow, sir? When the space is there. Imagine the space is not there. Imagine all people came. Then no one will take the space now. Think in reality, Ray. Think in reality. 8 people are sitting now. Right or not? 8 people are sitting now. Now imagine 4 people are absent. Then they will sit aram se, flexibly, freely, happily. Then he will grow. If the people, all people came, will they grow, sir? When everyone came, will they go? Will they grow? No, we cannot. There will be always one person who will say, I will grow more, I will take space more. And also, there will be always one person who will say, I need more space. That is flux grow. There will be always one person who will say, I wanted to shrink more. Some adjusting guy will be there. He will adjust more than the other people. That guy is called flux shrink. Flux shrink. Now imagine I said it flux shrink. Can you see 4 is shrinking more than the other people? Can you see 4 is shrinking more than the other people? That is happening because flux shrink. Flux shrink is like when you are adjusting how much he can adjust. Flux grow is like when he is relaxing how much he can go further. But there will be one guy who will be like, how much happened? Flux grow or flux shrink. It doesn't matter to me. I will always stay same. That guy is called like 8 people come, I will take this size only. 10 people come, I will take this size only. I will not leave. That is called flux basis. Flux basis. If I say flux basis 200 pixel. So always he will be 200 pixel. He don't care about other people. Shrink or grow, he wants 200 pixel. That's it. These 3 properties are important, and these 3 are the main child properties: flux grow, flux shrink, flux basis. We'll just write it one more time, notes, and then we'll go for some kind of interactive session. Okay. Now go here. Go here. Let's see. Display flux direction. Next. Flux wrap. Used to wrap up. Used to wrap up the elements. Wrap up the elements. Flux wrap used to wrap up the elements. Wrap up the elements. Okay. Based on space. How much space is allowed? Like that they will wrap. So the properties are no wrap, wrap, wrap reverse. No wrap, wrap, wrap reverse. Then justify content. Justify content. Used to move elements along main axis. Main axis. So we will use left, start, right, end, center, or a space between, space around, space evenly. Space evenly. Next, align items. Used to move elements along cross axis. Along cross axis. Which is like start, end, left, right, center. Justify content used to move the elements along the main axis. Align items used to move the elements along cross axis. Next, align content. Align content used to move the elements used to move the elements used to move the not elements move the lines lines okay along cross axis we have actually justify items also, but we don't use it much. Okay, used to move the lines along cross axis not the items. It will use the lines, like same properties as the justify content. If flux wrap is not there, imagine the elements are not arranged in multiple, like only they are arranged in single direction, then you can't do that. Now next, display flux direction, flux wrap, justify content, align items, align center, gap used to arrange gap between the items. Arrange gap between the items. Next, child properties, sir. Child properties. Child properties. Child properties are like justify self used to move child item in main axis and line self used to move move child item in cross axis. We have actually something called order also. We have order also, I will tell you. Flux grow defines 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 how much to grow when the space is available. Flux shrink defines how much to shrink when the space is not available. Flux grow, flux shrink, flux basis defines a fixed width. Order in which elements are arranged. order in which elements are arranged. Order in which elements are arranged. Now, let me show you some interactive form. Now, I will tell you two websites by which you can practice the FlexBox clearly. First website, fluxboxlabs.netlify.app. fluxboxlabs.netlify.app. Someone created it. Okay, it's a recent one actually. They created some kind of 2 months back. Okay, so you can also create it something like that once you know JavaScript. fluxboxlabs.netlify.app. You go here. Now, now imagine you just want to check each and every property how they are working. Now, how many items are there? 3, na? How many you want? You can increase. If you write it here, it will increase plus. In our example, I did 8. I can increase them. I can even select a particular thing and copy, or I can select a particular thing and I can delete. I can get something and I can edit member to something. Any doubts in the tool? Are you getting it, my point, ma? I'm just showing you how to play with this tool. Let me add more. Online, does anyone have doubt till now? Online, are everyone clear, sir? Are you getting my points? How to add our link in websites? Sir, I think you all know how to get it a link, na? Netlify. You all remembered, sir? I will tell you one more time. All you need to do is push. Go to your Netlify website, add a new site, deploy site, and then if you push it, it will push. Okay. We will do project, don't worry, tomorrow. At that time, I will push it anyway. Now click here. Now, can you see your flux display? First, understand display property. If I give block, that means normal. Normally, how they will be block elements? All are block elements only, na? That's why you are not getting anything. But if you use flux, by default, they will come to one direction. What is the default direction, sir? What is the default direction? Now here, total how many right directions are there? What if I set it column? What will happen? They will arrange in column. What if I set it like row reverse? They will arrange in row reverse. What if I set it like column reverse? They will arrange in column reverse. So that you can able to check it how much you know whether they are correct or not. This is a visual tool to understand and practice the Fluxbox very easily. Doubt, sir? Till now, whatever you did, if you wanted code, you can even come here and that code will be there. Any doubt, sir? Which you can copy to your program. Kuch nahi hota. This is a visual builder, that's it. Now, sir, no wrap. Is there any wrap between them? Is there any wrap, sir? No. Wrap means they should divide. Wrap means they should divide. But what if I say wrap? See, now they are divided into, right? Now, wrap or wrap reverse. Any doubts? Justify content. What the justify content will do, sir? Justify content. Arrange the elements in main axis. Justify content means main axis, na? Now, go here, main axis. Now, let's go here, row. What is the main axis now? What is the main axis now? If I say justify content, start, it is start. If I say justify content, end. Justify content, center, center. Justify content, space around the elements. Between gap ज़्यादा हो गया. Space evenly. Between and middle, same. Space between. ऐसा क्या पाता. Online, any doubts, ma'am? Online, any doubts? They are showing it here. See, this is the main axis direction. When you change the column, they will change that also. You can see that actually. See, this is the main axis direction. You have to remember that. So that every doubt you have, like, sir, I want to put like this, put like that, try it here, na? Right? You can do so many experiments on it so that you will get it very easily. Or align items. If I say align items start, they will be at the starting position. Align items center, center. Align items end, end. Align items moves the items based on cross axis. Cross axis means vertical. Or you can give align content also. Sir, align content will not work now. Why, sir? Align content will not work now because you are not having any flux wrap. When flux wrap is there only between the lines gap, na? Align content means between the lines gap. There are no lines only. So it will be same. Now, online, if anyone have doubts, please let me know how to use the FlexBox in Red. I think I told you in the starting of the class. What is the use of FlexBox in real time, sir? Arrange the elements in single direction. Arrange the elements in. Take it to any website, sir. Every website uses FlexBox only. I showed you Amazon. Go here, Netflix. Go here, Netflix. Now go here. Go down. Now see all of them in a single direction, na? FlexBox. Then go down. They are also FlexBox. Now go down. Can you see what is the direction of this, sir? What is the direction of this? Each one is 1 1 D1. You can put it colon and you will get it nicely. Or go here. Now see, all elements are in a row direction. Right or not? When any elements, they are coming in a row direction, take this also. Anyone tell me, Ray, anyone think of it and tell me, how can you do this? This ऊपर वाला. Anyone बोलो रे, ये कैसा करना है? Around नहीं. तो around बोले तो left, right, both will come. But this space between it is. Space between means you may think like it is going left and right to end. Point is padding they will give. They will give some padding to adjust. Here, see sir, here two items are there. One item here, one whole items here. They are coming left and right. So what they will do? First thing, they both are in same direction, na? Single direction only, na? Row only, na? So then they will use, when they are in row, they will say it like flux direction row, flux box they will use. And one element left side, one element right side. Then they will use flux, justify content, space between. Is it clear, sir? Online, is it clear, ma? Online, can you all hear me? Now, now go here, take this box. Now, you can even adjust it how much size you wanted gap. If I give more gap, I can get it more gap. Okay. How much gap you give, that much gap it might come. Now, next one. Next one. What if child property I wanna take? Go to items, select one child. Only for the second guy. You can use order, you can use height, you can use width. For example, if I give order 1, by default, all elements will have order 0. What is our default order? Imagine all are 0. One guy is 1. Where that guy will be last? Understand? All are 0 ray. I am arranging based on your ranks. First rank, second rank, third rank, fourth rank, fifth rank. All got 0 ranks. So they will be in 0. When one guy is first rank. So automatically first 0 ranks guys, then first rank guy. If I say for any one element, order 1, can you see? I said it for box number 2, order 1. Where is box number 2 going? And I will go here, box number 3, and I will go here. I will say box number 3, order -1. If I say -1, any guess where it will go? First. Because -1, 0. Any doubts? Oh, -1 he is not taking it, I think. Oh, he's taking. Now he's taking. See, 3. Any doubts, sir? Any doubts, ma? No. Try to use these things in a visual builder. And what is this tool is called? FluxBox Labs. FluxBox? But is this enough? No, FluxBox need to be practiced so much. To get it more thing, I will use one game, everyone. We will play one. The game name is FluxBox Froggy. I will give you these 2 websites in the group also, don't worry. FluxBox Froggy. FluxBox Froggy. There is one game which will help you to develop FluxBox. That is FluxBox Froggy. Good. FluxBox Froggy. Now, sir, can anyone tell me how to put this frog to the end? How to move the frog in the row direction? Can anyone tell me how do you move the frog in row direction? Justify or align? Justify? Justify content. Justify content. What I have to put, ma? Justify content. What I have to put? You can put right or you can put end. I love to use start and end. Doubt? Slowly, when you solve the game, you will understand it in depth of the FluxBox. Now, can anyone tell me how to do this now, this level? Justify content. What do you have to put? Justify content. Justify content. Justify content center. Hey, why it is not typing, Ray? Thought it's typing. Justify content center. Any doubt, sir? Now, you may think you understand, but slowly, when you are practicing it, you will get the depth. Can anyone tell me? Justify content. Justify content. Space, if you see left side and right side gap is small. Left side gap, right side gap is small. In between, more space around. Space around. Spelling is wrong. Content. Sir, what will happen if I give space between? They will go to the edges. If I give space evenly, they will come closer. So what is the correct answer here? Next. Now bolo. अरे space evenly कैसा होता रे? Left side and right side are the same. Space. People who are confusing with the around and space between. Acha, think about this. It's a basic logic, ma. Dekho, around is like if left side 1% is there, right side 2% will be there. Why? Because iska one, iska one. Right or not? But if you see this, left side is very small, almost end. But in between so much big. What is that? Space? You still say the same thing. It is space between. Space between. Dekho. Justify content. Online, did you guys get it? The space between, understand it. I will show you first. First put it space around Ray. Now see elements. Now everyone dekho. Space around dekho. Left side, you have this much gap now. Right or not? Right side, you have this much gap now. Now what is the middle gap, sir? Middle gap is nothing but left side this much gap. And again, this guy ka left side this much gap. That is why in middle you are getting it more. But left side also you are getting it. That is called space around. So you should not do that. Here, see the lily pads. They are at the edge. Lily pads are at the edge. So you will use space between. Space between. Doubt? Think clearly. This time bolo. Align items. Align items. Align items. End. Line items end. Some people are saying it start. I don't know why. That is the end clearly. Take this game, FlexBox Froggy, and try it today, sir. Everyone try it today. Okay. Tomorrow we will start our class with FlexBox Froggy. I will complete all the levels also. But I want every one of you, how you tried yesterday's code, same way. I want you to try this FlexBox Froggy. In case you are getting it doubts in that, go to this FlexBox labs and experiment yourself. वो space between दे दिए तो वो क्या आता, space around दे दिए तो क्या होता. Like whatever it is, everything you just go do with your own experiment. Then you will understand very clearly. Is it clear, ma? Online, anyone have any doubts? Just practice this Fluxbox Froggy, and tomorrow we will do it, and we will do one real-time project also. Online, is it clear, ma? Yeah. That's it for today. Thank you all. Notes will be uploaded into the GitHub and also will be pushed into the classroom. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, ma. Tomorrow class timings, normal time only. Timings are same only. We are not changing timings now.